to the James and Jaden Real Estate Podcast, where we talk about real estate and whatever else comes up. Today is kind of a special day for me. I have my daughter, Maddie, Madison. I guess you guys have known her by, maybe have seen her on commercials or whatnot. But I'm also super, did I say super yet? Proud. As a dad, as a parent, I know my wife is super proud of this young lady. You guys, by the time she was 19 years old, she already bought a place. 19. I was 20, she was 19. But I got her here to sit here and just kind of chit chat about how she did that, what was her drive, and maybe what she can kind of give you guys as being, somebody that is young out there looking like, hey, I can never buy a house. You actually can. So let's give her a round warm applause. Maddie.
Yeah, you forgot to mention it's my birthday.
My bad. It's her birthday.
You said it was a super special day for you. I thought it was because it was my birthday.
Well, I was basically, it's a super special day because you're back. You're back in the
Yes.
workforce. You
Yes.
just were on maternity leave.
Yep.
For what, about 3 months?
Yeah.
And
Yep, just about.
she's she gave me a grandson. His name is Kason James. I'm just gonna call him James.
No. Yes. I just had Kason, so I'm excited to be back, but also still be a mom. So
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see this next chapter in your life where you get to be the parent, I get to be the grandparent.
who
and
still gives
spoil-
his opinion? Oh,
who-
sorry.
Who spoils?
Sorry.
Who spoils?
No, you've been awesome. You let me. Yeah.
Yeah. I just there's nothing I can physically do because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I can give him a bunch of candy and then send him home.
Yeah, and then I can send him right back because we live close.
That's gonna backfire.
Right.
Hey, so I brought you here. This is your first day back, so thanks for getting on camera and all that other fun stuff. But I really want to make sure that we let our audience know, this younger crowd, that you can buy a house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Super
is
easy.
it as hard as you think it is? Like, first of all, what is the myth of your age that you can't buy a house?
Oh, well, right now is that it's too expensive.
Keep going.
That, the economy isn't right. Like, they can't afford it. So, again, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I just bought my second house at 23. Today I'm 24. But so, yeah. So at 23, my now husband and I bought our second house. Now, that's a little bit of a different story because without a key component, I wouldn't have been able to.
Perfect. So let's
But-
actually jump back in. So you're on your second house now. We're not there yet.
Right.
Let's go back to the very beginning. Let's even go back to when you're 18 years old.
Yeah.
You graduated high school
Yeah.
during 2020.
Yes.
That was,
Yeah.
you really didn't get the walk, right?
No. Got my senior year taken from me
Fair enough.
because of COVID. I also, at 17, I joined the National Guard, the Minnesota Army National Guard. I went through basic training between my junior and senior year of high school.
Hold on. So you're telling me that everybody your age between their junior and senior year is probably out partying,
Probably.
probably raising hell, because it's 2020.
Yeah,
No, it's 2019.
I
That's
went,
right.
Yeah,
It's not
between
even-
2019. So COVID's not a thing yet. So having a good summer with friends. We all have our license probably by now. We're all
And you decide to
leaving.
literally leave all your friends and take
Yeah.
off to it's probably the best move you've made to date.
Yes. Yeah, by far. I came to you. I think I was even 16 and came to my parents and I
I
said,
remember it well.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the story? You want me to?
No. I signed the dotted line, and then my dad goes, "When can I?" Like, no, you can't anymore, Dad. Sorry. But no. So I joined the Guard and brought it to them and said, "Hey, this is what I want to do." And my parents have
You guys-
never said no. Like,
She's
to-
16 now. You guys have to
Yeah.
remember. She is 16. She's not 17 yet.
Right.
So what I remember is you coming up to me and says, "Hey, will you sign off at me?
Yeah.
Will you sign off if
Technically emancipation.
Okay.
So technically, they have to sign off for me to be.
Well, I was ready to sign at 16.
Well, yeah, right. No, I wasn't. I did my fair share of kid stuff, but I wasn't a bad kid. And so anyways, yeah, I went to basic training 2019. 2020 came around. COVID happened. I was stuck at home. That is when I then.
You're not working for us yet, right?
No. I'm still in high school. No.
Oh, you're still in high school
Yeah,
now. Okay, you're still in 2019. My bad.
2020. Yeah, 2019, 2020. I'm not. I mean, I'm still in school. I'm finishing school up, and then I have to go finish my training for the National Guard. Because it's split in two. I mean, you go to basic training and then you go to your job school.
So normally people would
do
go
it in one
because
Yes.
you signed up early.
Yeah, but there's options. Like if you're going to college or something, there's a look into it. Your local recruiter will get you what you need. Not your local recruiter. So anyways, I had to go to training. I came back and I said, well, actually, and there's a huge part of this all and the reason I'm where I am, and that was before I left for training, February of 2020, right before the country shut down, I met my now husband, then my boyfriend. So I mean, he's a key part of why I have everything that I have.
Sure.
So
it's not just you. It's
right.
It's the two of you.
Yeah, it's two of us. I didn't do all of this on my own.
Right, but that's fair.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
So yeah, almost 6 years ago, I met him, and then COVID shut down. Owen and I got to know each other really well because we either hung out with each other or we had to stay apart. So we hung out with each other. And then I left that summer for training again for 3 months. And so I did my training. I got back in September, right? I think
Yep.
September.
So now everybody else is going to college.
Yeah, everybody's off. Yep, right. Everybody's off going to college. I come to my dad and I go, I need a job. Hello, like I'm back from training.
And what did I say?
Well, right. You said, no, go find one. Like, I'm not giving you a job. I was never bitter or angry about it. Just kind of like, okay, screw you.
You know where that's from.
Oh, yeah. You told me you need to go figure it out on your own first. I'll be here when.
You couldn't have made me more proud. That's exactly what you did. You showed your mom and I, even though we knew this, but you also showed yourself.
Yeah.
You showed yourself. Mom and I had all the confidence in you.
Yeah.
We already knew that from what you were doing, but it showed you the confidence of you're going out and going to get a job by yourself.
So I got back and I think I worked a little bit. I worked at a dog kennel, a doggy daycare, and then I was like, okay, this is when the idea popped in my head of I want to buy a house. And again, it might be crazy. Owen and I had only been together for not even a year yet. And we were like, we don't want to be here. Like, we want to do something. We want to buy a house or we want to go rent or something. And so working, not that it wasn't doable because I went through the whole process of buying a house while I still had that job.
Mm-hmm.
But then right before I closed right before I closed on my first house, I had started a new big girl, quote unquote, job at a title company doing title insurance that you guys actually used. So I was still not in the day-to-day of Home Guys.
No.
All. I didn't even know. I wasn't even a part of Home Guys.
No. Right.
So,
that was just a connection, right? That's like anybody, like giving a connection
Yep.
to, like, hey, I got somebody who needs to work. I go, she would be perfect.
Yeah.
I thought it was the best thing you could ever go into. You went in title, right?
Yeah, title. I'm not a desk lady. I'm not a paper pusher. Kudos to anybody that is. You've got a special patience. But so I got a job, and then
about a year.
Yeah, I was there for about a year, but during that time is when I bought my first house, and
So back to you got this idea that you wanted to buy a house.
Yeah.
I know and I know you came to me and I probably said, that's stupid, or what are you doing?
You told me no. Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty much not hitting your not it's not like a hit at your character or anything. I'm your little girl. I get it. And I said I'm gonna go do this really big thing, and you told me, yeah, I'm probably not gonna help you. Like I'm not, you got to figure it out. So I figured it out, really.
But that's just what that shows your mom and I, and it shows everybody. It's
Yeah.
like, it's Maddie, and I think you've probably figured this out. But if somebody tells me no,
Yeah. Right.
watch me.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And it doesn't matter if it's your dad or it's the random guy at the restaurant that tells you no. Like I didn't care that it was my dad that told me no. I said, okay. You were doing a lot in Florida at this time as well. And so
I gotta say something in here. So Maddie did not have a sibling. I grew up. I was the youngest of four. For whatever reason, growing up, I always said, Maddie, I had my first house at 20. Hey, Maddie, I did this by this age. Hey, Maddie, I did this by this age. This little turkey all of a sudden went, all right, I'm going to beat you and buy a house at 19, not 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat you. And well, she already beat me. She got a house, her second house at 24 or 23, my bad. So yeah, she, for whatever reason, used me as a sibling, but used me as a guideline to.
My dad wasn't my sibling.
Right. But right, the same.
A standard. I used you as a standard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And which I
to get what you want, pretty much. Don't stop. That's everything you did. You did everything and you got what you wanted. And I had this idea and this is what I wanted. And I found, so kind of back to Owen though, is we put our incomes together. I mean, we're making, I'm bottom of the barrel money, really. The minimum wage is what I was making. And Owen maybe $22 an hour. So
okay, so you go up to Owen, you're like, let's do this.
yeah,
Let's
he's so down.
let's just grab a house. Okay.
Yeah.
Owen, if I'm not mistaken, signed the paperwork before he even graduated.
Yes. Yes.
High school.
Yes. Owen's story that's his story to tell. And it's really, really cool. Owen is only 3 months younger than me, but was a year behind in school. And so that June of 2020, he graduated, and July of 2020 we moved in. So obviously the paperwork is signed and everything by then.
Right.
So yeah, he did. He signed paperwork to buy a house before he graduated. Now he was 18. You have to be 18, right?
Right.
But we did all of that because of each other. So like I said, I was making probably minimum wage, and we have this idea. We want to buy a house. I said I probably need to go get a better job. And
A big girl job? Maybe?
Yeah, a big girl job. Right. And so I did that, and we started looking for houses. And we got pre-approved or qualified or whatever.
It's like $250K at the time.
Yeah. Yep. Which is, even then, was kind of like, oh, that's far-fetched. Like, we're not going to find anything,
Okay, so, but let's let everybody know.
This is before, no, but this is really before the economy was, before you could grab a house.
Right, but it's still
before it took
2.9.
off. Yes,
It was, so
yeah.
it was, for whatever reason, it was the timing too.
It was all the timing, and we didn't even know about that. That wasn't even, I mean, you could look into it now for a better educational guess.
Hindsight.
Yes, but that wasn't what we were thinking about. And you can't, I mean, if you want to do something, this is so, maybe the right word is hypocritical. Don't overthink it. Yeah, right. Looking back, we didn't overthink it and we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it was a little more stressful doing it the second time around because we overthought it.
Hold on. Before we get to
right.
that second one,
right?
That drive, because again, I realize you're my mini me. You're
more organized and better looking, but yes.
Wow. I guess I can agree with that.
But no, I'm more organized. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because that's why we brought your mom along.
Right,
She-
right.
she
Go
gave me-
ahead, though. Yes.
Where was I going
I'm your
with that?
mini you.
You're,
and the drive. I'm
it's
pushing
a drive.
through.
So I heard something the other day that my drive will my drive will outdrive your intelligence, or my drive. I have it written down somewhere, but it's. I think you have the same thing too.
Yeah.
We didn't go to college. Either one of us.
No.
College is pretty much our phone and Google.
Right,
We can
right.
look up anything.
And kudos to anybody that will go to college. Yeah, and can sit and do that. There are reasons to go to college, and I would maybe one day love to go and get educated on something, but I don't know what that would be. But we keep cutting me off. About wasn't this the process of buying a house, and you can do it at a young age. I went into it was 2020. I went into it, like I said, minimum wage. Owen's probably making $22 an hour. We got pre-approved, which is always the first step to buying a house, no matter what you're doing, unless you've got $300K in cash. Not many people do. So we did that, and like you said, it was like I think it was a little more for some reason. I want to say it was a little more, but Owen and I didn't feel comfortable paying that mortgage or something like that. Then we got pre-approved for an FHA loan.
Okay. So explain what an FHA loan is for our other listeners.
Yeah.
How it gives you assistance.
Yeah. Right.
No.
So yeah, we got pre-approved for an FHA loan, which pretty much it means two things. Well, it's a first-time home house assist. What is FHA? First-time home buyers assistance or something like that.
No.
No, that's
Federal Housing Association.
No, but what's the
FHA.
first?
Federal.
I know, but there's another program, first-time that comes with it.
That I don't know.
Okay, it's first-time home buyer something. But, okay, yes, FHA, Federal Housing, whatever. And it pretty much means you're broke, but you're not broke enough to buy a house. That's what I'll take that as.
Yeah, it's the Federal Housing Association.
Yeah. So that's, again, pretty much you're broke.
Right. So,
but you're not broke enough to not buy a house.
So what they do is it's a federal. They back you. They back the loans to say that the government believes in you more than the bank. And so what we'll do is
because you have low income.
Correct.
Yes.
It's not even low income. It's just like maybe the first time, or it's like you're because you still have to have a ratio.
Well, you can only use it once, right?
See, I've heard things on that. I've actually heard things you can actually use it twice.
Okay.
That's a good question.
But from my understanding, the reason we got because you can go conventional as well. Yep. The reason we got this FHA loan is because of the amount of money we made.
No, it's because you didn't have a lot of money to put down on a house.
Yes.
So it's not money that you made, because your money that you made, that's going to tell you that you can pay your mortgage. So that has nothing to do with it. Okay. The FHA, I lost my train of thought there.
So the point being is we got pre-approved for an FHA loan, and
which is pretty typical that most people will get that.
Yep.
So
very normal.
Very, very normal. And then what you do
if you're coming in with a conventional loan, it means you have 30 to 40K to put down on a house.
Correct.
And that, again, is kind of far-fetched.
For the most people.
For what we're talking about, young people.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So,
but what I'm saying is the FHA does is you can get the seller to pay your closing costs. So that's when you ask for 2 or 3%. So that's why you can come into this with nothing. So you can.
No, that's the assistance program.
No,
also.
We
didn't ask for that. We did not ask for any seller help.
On this one?
On this house.
Maybe because you didn't have to, but that's what I'm saying that most people will do now.
But we came in with I want to say, like, we saved I don't know, probably 2-3K.
That's what I'm saying. It is, and again, is asking for 2 to 3% to pay for your closing costs doesn't. You'll just give them a little bit more. So let's use it for simple numbers. Hey, I'm going to give you for $200,000. Um, I'm losing my train of thought here.
Okay, well, I don't think that yeah, it's not super important to the. I mean, ask your local realtor; they'll help you out. That's the point. We're trying to just let them know how and why you can do it, not the.
Well, right, and that's what I'm trying to say is like your situation, basically.
Well, no situation of buying a house is the same.
Correct.
So
So
this is how I did it.
I think what we got to let people know that you have to apply for it, and you have to. People think automatically they can't get it, and we knew that wasn't the effect with you. We knew that you could get this.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know at all. My mom sent us a lender's information or contact, and let's see what we can do. Yeah, we didn't know at all if we could get it or not. We had no clue. We got pre-approved with the FHA. We had little to put down. Minnesota has a first-time home buying assistance program that we thought we would probably have to use, which is they give you money up front to put down on your house or for closing costs. Different payment programs.
Mm-hmm.
So what we ended up actually, the trick with those is that when you go back to sell your house, you have to pay that back.
So it's not really forgivable.
So it's not.
They make it sound like
yes.
it's forgivable,
but it's helpful and it gets people into a house.
Right.
Very helpful and gets people into a house. But now we didn't end up having to do that. I think it was like all in all, just wait, please. All in all, it was like $12K we put down on the first house to move into.
Right. But explain to that $12K came from you and Owen saving up and because you're military.
No.
Some of that, no.
Oh, well, but okay,
you
context that I was making money because I was getting paid.
Correct, but because you did something back in 2019, you went to boot camp. Because you then in 2020 listen to me for a second. It's extra money, right?
Yes.
And then that's what helped you get to where you're at right now. Did you not use any of that money?
No, I wasn't. No, I was making $300, like maybe a little bit, but.
Okay, what happened to all the money that you made for 2 summers of working?
That was probably $1,200.
Okay, I guess I was under an assumption that you physically, the money that you saved up used for down payment. What I'm trying to get to is I'm telling people that mom and dad did not help. For whatever reason, everybody.
The money, I don't know where that's fine. The money, I don't know. It was there for me. I had saved up. Owen had saved up.
Right, but I thought you always told me that you made some good money. That's those 2 summers back to back from going to boot camp. Because you're not spending any money when you're at boot camp.
Not good money,
but
no, $3K maybe. I didn't have like a great savings.
Sure, but it's still something. Well, that makes it even better.
I wasn't swimming in money. No, I wasn't like I think there are people my age that have a better savings at that time than I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't. None of that. I mean, we were kind of panicking a little bit when coming down. I mean, we were by the penny crunching numbers to make sure that we can close.
Right. So now what's your monthly payment on a house in where you're at?
Yeah. Well, we bought this 1950s in Elko New Market, prime location. We got extremely lucky.
That's because of the schools?
School district. Yeah, it's part of the Lakeville School District. Prime location, and backyard is a cornfield. It's the old main street of Elko New Market, and we bought for $240. And I think we added the not assistance, but we were paying. All in all, it came out till we closed at like $260.
Sure.
And our monthly payment for $260,000 at a 2.9 interest rate we were paying $1,500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
It's pretty awesome.
That's Owen and I together. I would never be able to do this by myself. I wouldn't have been pre-approved for that much. I wouldn't have.
Right.
My first bill I'd ever paid myself, and I was lucky for this, was a mortgage. So I was lucky. I'm very grateful for my parents that when I was 16, they got me a little Honda Civic. Like, it was nothing crazy, nothing bougie, nothing.
Right.
I mean, I think they paid $3,000 or $6,000 on it for me to,
go tooling around.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, I played sports, so I drove it to hockey, and so I didn't have a payment on that. Phone bill, didn't have a payment on that. Still on their phone plan. And I
somehow I don't think that's ever gonna come off.
Yeah. I'm still on their phone plan, and luckily they were paying for my car insurance as well. So I didn't have any bills yet. Now, when I moved out, that changed. The phone plan didn't change, but I was no longer on their health insurance, and I got that through the Army. I no longer was on their car insurance. My, at the time, boyfriend, now husband, he took that over for me, which, okay, that's fine. And now I'm paying electrical, I'm paying water, and I'm paying for a mortgage. From zero to I myself am paying $1,000 plus a month.
So there's this reporter guy out there, and I'm gonna put a link on here. His name is John Stroll, Strol, Strol. I'll get it to you, Brady. But he just did it's like a 5-minute article. I'll send it to you on how kids can't buy houses these days. It's not the same as the 1950s where people came out of the war. The problem is and I encourage you to watch it and listening to it because.
Oh, I don't have to. I did it.
Oh, did you already watch that one?
No,
right.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I see things like that also, not just this one, but I've got friends that are, older than me, set in careers, and they think that also.
Right.
They think they cannot buy a house, and I just encourage you to just try it. If you really want a house, just go and try and do it. If you get a setback, it's a setback. That's not going to stop you from trying again eventually, right? Like, if you want to buy a house.
I think that what they're doing is they're going and listening to the noise in the background. Everybody's saying you can't buy a house, you can't buy a house.
Agree.
So what this guy does is he breaks it down, and he goes, our standards have changed.
Yes.
Yes, Maddie, you grew up with Starbucks.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with Starbucks. I grew up with Dunkin' Donuts, and we didn't go to get coffee there. You bought coffee, right? You brewed coffee at your house, and you went there to get donuts.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, I think another thing, people aren't really, like my generation, they're not really willing to slum it.
Right.
And I say that as, like, they want the nice gray walls, quartz countertops, clean.
Is that because they think they're
the standards, back to standards again.
Okay, that's fair.
Back to, I'm not going to do this unless I get the best of it. And I think you have that too. You don't want to go buy, say you want a side by side. Well, you don't want to go buy a used one. You want a brand new one that's warm, and you don't want to start off low and then you just want to start big. And that's what I think the problem is with people wanting to buy houses nowadays is they don't want to start small.
Is entitled part of it?
No.
No. Maybe the wrong word. I don't want to say that word.
Right.
And trigger anybody.
They're not entitled because if you were entitled, you just you wouldn't do it, I guess. You wouldn't even try if you're entitled. You were expecting somebody to hand you a house if you're entitled. Well, that's not going to happen.
I laugh at it. It's when we would go to eat out, it's like fast food. You get to go to McDonald's. Yes, I get to go to McDonald's.
Even when I was a kid, that was a thing. Yeah, because it was exciting. Yeah,
because we tried to make it still that way.
Yeah. It's just what you knew.
But now it's It's the standard. It's a standard
Oh,
to take
I'm
off.
hungry. I got to stop and get McDonald's on my way.
I don't
Or-
understand. Your guys' generation will pay $10 for somebody to deliver a candy bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
To your-
I mean,
it's convenient.
yeah, everything's
Right?
convenient. So it is. It's back to standards of, looking at houses the second time around. I had those standards this time. I had those not willing to slum it, not willing to have an old creaky floor, not willing to.
Because that's what they had, guys.
Yeah. Our house was built in 1950. And not only that, it was picked up and put there. So the house was built before then or something.
It was moved there.
The house was moved there.
Do we know the original date on the house then?
I don't know if it was moved there in 1950 or if the house was built in 1950. I don't know.
That explains why that block is different downstairs. So that
Yes,
has been
so
moved.
the house, that whole street was like that, except the guy across the street. His house was the old farmhouse on the lot.
Gotcha. So now
but that's my standard now. Is for the house that we just bought. I didn't want creaky floors. I wanted a good kitchen. I wanted main level living. I wanted a nice laundry room.
I wanted a finished. You got a baby coming on.
Well,
there.
yeah,
it's
and
not
I wanted
like
a
you're
finished
just out of the
basement.
house and you're
Well,
going,
right.
woohoo, I'm out of the house. Now you're like,
Right.
I'm in my second house now,
Right.
and I got to raise a family out of here.
I had to make that place a home.
Yeah.
I moved into this home.
Right.
So yes, but so now I'm 23. We bought our first house. We went through FHA. We're still paying $1,500 a month.
Hold
plus,
on. Don't say. I'm gonna lead you into who's at your house.
$1,500 a month. Water, gas, all of that is what we're paying. And then I hit my 6 years in the military.
And what does that do for people out there?
Yeah.
That how it opens up the doors?
Yeah.
Because of what you did. Now remember, we're going back 2019 when you came to us and said 2018.
That was 2018. Yep.
Came to us and said, "Hey, I want to
Yep.
go into the military." This is still I fall back as this one decision that you made
Yeah.
when you were 16.
It put me where I am today.
It put you where you're at today.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy
Yeah,
if
and
you think about that?
I tell Owen he just happened to get lucky that I did that.
I mean, part of that is too. Part of it is luck. A lot of it is drive, and then
I'm
other is
saying,
this. You guys both meshed, and you guys go, "We're doing this together."
and we wanted the same things.
Yep.
But I joke with Owen that he got lucky that I did that so that we have this.
Mm-hmm.
But so December, I'm coming up in 10 days. It'll be 7 years since I signed the dotted line. 7 years since I signed the dotted line. December 11th. And last year, when you hit your 6 years, you hit veteran status.
Okay.
And
So how do you get veteran status?
You do you use your
6 years
6 years, or you deploy.
Okay.
6 years or you deploy, and I don't have a deployment under my belt. And so, yeah, I hit veteran status, and it opens up other things. And one of those is your Veterans Assistant VA loan.
Mm-hmm. Tell people a little bit about that.
Veterans get it.
0%.
0% down.
Yep.
Assumable mortgages now, and those are still a thing for non-veterans as well. Sorry, my phone is ringing again.
It's her birthday. She's really popular.
That was a phone number that I didn't recognize. No, so, yeah, 0% down. Veterans get it. Assumable mortgages are more common than not with other loans, but this one, yeah. So
you got a VA loan.
So I got I got a VA loan on this one.
So is it true that VA you could you're there for a year and then you could actually do this again?
Yes.
If in theory.
Yes, in theory, yeah.
Okay.
In theory,
VA lets you hold up to $1 million, right?
800.
Oh, it's only 800.
800, I think.
Oh, I thought it was $1 million.
Yeah, it's
somewhere in there.
It's a high number. So yeah, last year we knew we wanted to start a family. We got married in 2023. We lived at the Elko New. Oh, sorry. We lived at this Elko New Market house for 3.5 years. We knew we wanted to start a family. We got married in 2023, at the end of 2023 in October. We said we wanted 1 year. We wanted 1 year to be us, be married, travel. My husband, yeah, he works for an airline, so we did the best we could to travel as much as we could.
Hey,
in that 1 year.
That just reminds me of these two. I'm gonna say kids because they were that literally knew their vision of what they wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted to travel. So
Yeah.
how do we travel?
Yeah.
Well, hey, become an aircraft mechanic,
Yeah.
and now you can go anywhere and travel.
Yeah.
Another thing we want to do is have that freedom
Yep.
to be able to leave at any time. So get into real estate, get
Yeah.
into something that's passive, and we're looking
Really-
at another passive
We're
business
really
too.
seeing what you and my mom are doing. Yeah, I had to start at the bottom of the barrel, and I'm just now starting to work in a different, and I'm working my way up
Mhm.
but I mean, I'm entering a new flexible position, and that is how I set it up for myself.
Right.
Now, people are going, I get a lot like, oh, it's your family business, it's this and that. I truly have worked my butt off. So
I will tell everybody straight up, because I'm probably the hardest on her than I am anybody else. Now I will tell you that I'm probably the softest because she had to be a baby. But I will tell you that, sorry, I get chucked up a little bit because I wanted to make sure that you were tough.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
I like to say I'm tough and I'm sensitive. So
No, you're right. And that's
Yeah.
what's helped me out because you're so much like me
Yeah.
is I start realizing like, oh, I do have a soft side.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do have to have this. Again, Maddie, how I raised you, I still remember, this is my favorite all-time story, is I yell at you and I go, you throw like a girl, and you yell back at me without skipping a beat. That's because I am a girl. And I went, you're damn right you are, and you keeping that
and
attitude.
it's a lot of things. Real estate, people think that it's a male dominant industry that have women teams.
Mhm.
And that is what you see male top of the team is the big guy, but he creates female teams because women know sales
Mhm.
too, and there's a society concept to it all, really. But what I'm saying is that now I'm hopefully taking on a role that I will be working with some of these men that are top in the industry that are, trying to get a house we want or wholesaling or whatever it may be. And I gotta play that tough role too now. So
You always have me as
right.
to fall back on.
But backtracking, so now the second house. So VA loan, right? We got to go all the way back because we veer off.
Yeah, sorry.
But no,
So now, okay, let me set the stage.
I had these I had these payments. Now we got married, we had our year, and we're okay. We want to start a family.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
And then Grandma and Grandpa we get selfish, and we said, "Why don't you come all the way up to North Branch?"
And little do they know, we were going to come all the way up here when we were looking for our first house. We were, and I said, no, I want to stay what I know. I want to stay where I know. And then they left. So my husband's grandfather has a property just north of North Branch, and so we wanted to be closer to that as well. And it all just worked out that our lives were being shifted up here, and so we started looking.
So we're 12 minutes away from our grandson.
Yeah.
Do you notice how I said grandson? We're not 12 minutes away from Maddie.
Yeah.
We're 12 minutes away from our grandson.
But so it all shifted, and we started looking. You have to get with the VA. You have to get a letter stating that you can get a VA loan.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that letter. Literally, I got the status in December of last year. And we started working and getting pre-approved in January.
All in the meantime, still owning your house.
All in the meantime, we
Knowing-
still own this house in Elko, knowing we are going to keep this house.
That's awesome.
And so we're looking. Dang, do these people up here not want to move? They like it up here. They like the woods. We're an hour, 45 minutes from the cities. Because again, we had to stay a little. We couldn't go any farther. Owen works at the airport. And so.
Do you want to be?
Yeah, we wanted, the commute needed to make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's a whole nother story behind how we got our house, but we looked at it.
We can get to that because we got to wrap it up a little bit,
Right.
But ends up being who she works for us.
Yeah, now
also.
yeah, but we hired her after we bought the house.
Right.
But anyway, so come May, I'm now 20 plus weeks pregnant. You guys missed that part. I got pregnant pretty quickly after our 1 year anniversary. And
so I got to ask you this. What aha moment was it when so the story goes, she hit on Amazon send, and then it was going to the old address. So now they have to drive an hour and a half to Elko to go pick up this package. What aha moment when you are seeing these renters for the first time? Because you really have not met any of them yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm very, very thankful for my mom. She's been managing the rental for some reason. I was in the midst of being pregnant and having a baby and moving when these renters were moving in.
Oh,
so,
no, that was that same thing with Jazzy,
and
too.
Yeah.
Her childhood cat.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, too soon.
Yeah. So, and then I lost my very dear to me animal pet. So,
But
all of this was going on.
I gotta know what it was like. Sorry, Brady, I keep hitting the desk.
Well,
gotta
I'll
know
tell
what it's
you
like
what.
when you went there and you see these three kids that are exactly the same age as you.
Yeah, not exactly. That
within a year.
With a couple years, yeah, that 19 to 21. They came. We had an open house. The house was completely painted. And. Actually, I should state, over the 3.5 years we lived there, we did stuff to the house.
Sure.
Did the flooring, painted. We got new siding. We got a new roof. So
all the big grown-up things.
Yeah, and I was excited about it. And so the aha moment for me when, it still happens. I can sit here on December 1st say I got paid.
Yeah.
I got paid for that mortgage already.
Tell everybody what they pay for rent and that.
Well, I'm not going to because I've already said how much.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not fair. Yeah, because
that's pretty much the going rate. It's not like it's anything.
It's completely the going rate,
Yeah.
and I got my feelings hurt when I posted the freaking house to be rented out because people were like, "You can't get that much for it."
You gotta say
it hurt me.
Just say.
So we charge $2,500 a month.
Yeah. That's $1,000 cash flow, guys.
No,
month.
it's not. It's 930 something, and I say that because I do the math to the T. We're going to make $33,000 from these 3 renters in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to profit that in the bank account at 23, 24 years old.
What's the one thing that Dad told you to do? Make sure you do?
Not spend it. Okay, those new Polaris snowmobiles are looking really nice right now.
Right. But you guys were way ahead of the game.
Yeah. So that's so I'm cash flowing a house so soon, and
that doesn't normally happen, guys. That's
I don't know how I will stand by if you are young enough. Go join the military. Go do it. Because they've given me everything. I owe that to them to have the life that I'm living.
America.
Right. I mean, everything aside, that is why I have what I have. And we moved into this house. It was a pay jump. We are paying more, but we also, our lives elevated, our jobs elevated. Then we welcomed our baby boy in August, and he will probably never know the Elko house, but he know it'll be there.
Right.
So
So I mean, yeah, my gosh, I'm super proud of you, what you've done. I mean, I can't say it enough when I'm talking to anybody out there, especially now that you're in the business.
Yeah.
Which is so cool because she swore up and down she was not going to get.
I
I knew
was
where she was.
15, 16 years
Right.
old, but I didn't go to college, and I didn't think college was for me. I know how to talk to people. It's a superpower that God gave me. So, so it if that if talking to people can make you money, why not do it? So
Yeah, that's kind of what I like to think. We all know that Jaden is the wizard behind the curtain. Not that I don't have my superpower, but my
Right.
superpower is being in front of other people,
Right.
being in front of this business, and
Right.
I'm very grateful for it. We've been doing this now for 9, almost 10 years. So you've seen it in your prime. You've seen it, you've seen us come up into this
Are you telling me I'm not
business.
in my prime anymore?
No, you're going, you're jumping into your prime. I'm
Yes.
talking about me.
Yeah, no, I
Way to make it weird, Maddie.
right? Yeah. The goal was to have I'm stepping into a new role. The goal was to have flexibility, to still be able to raise my son, and still be able to make money and talk to people and do real estate. So
Yeah.
that's what I set myself up to do, and probably buying my house at 19, whether I was gonna be in real estate or not, that set me up to be good in real estate
I
as
bought
well.
mine at 20.
I
And
think you bought yours at 21.
it should have been 19.
I think you bought
It
yours at
should have been 19.
21. You told me my whole life it's been 21.
Yeah, maybe it is 21.
Yeah.
But it should have been 19. My
But
stepbrother.
it wasn't.
Yeah, no, because Billy was supposed to be the last one out of the house.
Yeah.
And Billy actually died in a snowmobile accident.
Yeah.
And so because for whatever reason, I'm like, they kept thinking that Billy's going to be the one
To get the house.
the last person out of the house. And then I'm like, now it's going to be me. So it was just a mindset. I was just trying to, help Dad and Donna out at the time. I'm like, oh, I had the free will. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It
Can't go
didn't
back in
matter.
time.
No. You're right. So, thank you for doing this. You're really good at this, Maddie. You're super, super good.
Better than him?
I can't say that.
You can.
I
You
still
can.
pay him. I pay him.
Yeah.
So.
He's my check.
And it will be me one. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, and that's it's truly to see you come up in this business in the last year and a half that I've seen you in home, guys. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't ask for anything to be able to go to work, see you, see Mom, now see my grandson at any time. It's a lifestyle, and that's what we're trying to do. So. You guys, if you're ever looking to do anything, I'm going to turn this into Home Guys Nation. But this is why we do franchises like this, to have that same lifestyle.
Yeah.
More stuff gets done when I'm on vacation than it gets done sometimes when I'm here. It's because, whatever reason.
Well, and we like to take vacations around here. So.
I think we've pushed this off to you too. Is it's not about things; it's about where we're going to go.
Yeah. It completely.
It has 100%. It's we live on the lake, but it's very just it's the lake, but it's the view of the lake that looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's not the house.
Yeah.
It's the view.
Yeah.
It's just So back to again, thank you for doing this. We'll have to do this again. We got a lot coming up. We got a lot to learn on the wholesaling side.
Yeah, dispo side.
Tomorrow is actually our first Minria meeting.
Okay.
It's a Tuesday. Starts at 5:30. You and I are going to head out there, and we're going to mingle a little bit.
Oh, that's so great to tell me now on the podcast where I can't decline.
See,
No,
I'm
kidding. But I didn't know that. Okay.
No, I just got the memo. We'll go for a couple hours, and then we'll booty out there.
I like to say we can stop and get city food.
We might even be able to stop to get city food. It's just in Blaine. So, but again, thank you for being on this.
Yeah.
So,
It's good.
hey, just remember, guys, we made the mistakes so you don't have to.